Hello everyone, today, I will introduce to you a film about a family live underground for 35 years. To avoid nuclear war, become millionaire when getting to the ground. Blast from the past. The story happened in the early 60s. The man in a blue shirt was eloquently speaking, as an American scientist, Calvin. At that time, the world situation was unstable. Nuclear war is possible, all have been prepared. Calvin quickly dismisses the party, sees off his friends, jumps off the plane falls straight to the ground. At this point, Calvin and his was broken. Calvin was definitely the nuclear bomb that had been dropped. Now on the ground, the police wondered, where had this couple gone? Calvin arranges everything exactly like the house. Moreover, there was enough food for 3 people to live for 35 years. Calvin is cheerful, but his wife is a little annoyed. But because of the baby in the womb, she just had to accept it all. Her stomach has a little bit move. A son is born, has a son. The wife is not sad all day long anymore. A family with 3 people lives quite comfortably, watching movies and growing vegetables. Naming him Adam, in their eyes anyway, is now the end of the world. In the storage, Calvin was a visionary, so he arranged it like in a supermarket. A year later, their dilapidated home was gone. That night, the whole family was awakened by a loud noise. The couple came to the door to see. It was 35 years ago. The door opened automatically. For many years, the couple was extremely happy, like 2 big children. Adam is all go up and see. But Calvin said, for years like that, the upside is sure to be dangerous. He decided to go up there and do a survey by himself. At the same time, the bar owner went crazy because his business was not good. That night, the tattered bar suddenly has an earthquake. A large door suddenly appeared on the ground, and Calvin in a protective suit emerged. The bar owner saw it all, regarded him as a god. Calvin said that humans are now very wild. He walked out. 35 years ago this neighborhood was very peaceful. Now it's full of dirty, rude, and bad people. Calvin was threatened to quickly return to the basement. He said that the nucleus has affected people. Calvin planned, determined not to let the mother and daughter go, see the world. During the dispute, Calvin suddenly became sick, thankfully nothing to worry about. While Calvin was resting, his mother took the money and gave it to Adam, telling him to go to the ground. The supplies here are about to run out. We have to go buy more stuff for 2 years. Dressed in new clothes, holding his leather briefcase, Adam took the elevator and exited. Breathing outside air for the first time, watching the blue sky made Adam feel happy like a crazy guy, making passers-by look at him like crazy. Go to the supermarket to buy things, but the prices have changed. 3,000 United States dollars that her mother gave absolutely not buy enough for 2 years. It was dark. Adam was bewildered, could not remember the old home address. Told Eve agreed, then driven away. After arriving at the hotel, Eve took a card and leave. Adam used the card to rent a room for himself, up a large truck filled with a warehouse. Upon learning that Adam dreamed of having a girlfriend, Eve decided to help him. She took him home, just in time to catch her, greeted happily. But when asked about the great events of history, Adam answered very fluently. This surprised Troy and Eve. Calvin slept. She used the elevator to the ground. At that moment, the bar owner is holding a divine prayer. They thought the mother was Mary. A weird thing frightened her. She quickly returned to the cellar. While on the ground, Troy takes Adam to buy new clothes. Out his newly purchased roller skates, demonstrating his skill in rollerblading. Even hugged Eve tightly as she brought her umbrella. Eve took him to the bar. Seeing that Adam can even speak French enthusiastically with his new girlfriend, Eve couldn't help, but got jealous and immediately dragged him away. Seeing Adam couldn't take his eyes off a flirtatious girl, Eve helps him find someone else better. With his skillful dancing, he quickly became the focus, a person from a small place separated from the world. This made Eve very jealous, vent his anger on Troy sitting beside him. She asked Adam, why are you treating her like an idiot, cheating on her? Obviously he wasn't from a small island in the world. Adam was stunned from being scolded. Everything was just guessed by Eve after all. He said he liked Eve from the beginning. The things he showed before was because his father taught him. Rushed out of the house, who knew Adam was always outside. His appearance scared Eve. She was ashamed and ran straight home. Adam carefully helped her to handle the wound. This intimate act made Eve less angry. Warm air spread between them. Adam said the fact that he was always underground, he wants to take Eve home, living with his parents on the ground. This frightened Eve, determinedly refusing. The next day, Adam was disappointed to go home alone. But Adam just got out the door and ran away. Hand over the hotel key to Eve, telling her to pay for the room. At this point, Eve felt herself being too reckless and immediately stopped the police. Finally Adam drove the truck to escape. Adam quickly returned to the basement, also leading the bar owner. Under the bar owner's command, the things that Adam had bought were moved to the basement. In the hotel room, Eve saw Adam's household items neatly arranged. Smile and remember that idiot. Troy discovers the shares a decade ago that Adam brought. Those shares rose to millions of dollars. The two decide to return these expensive shares to Adam, but they still don't know where the entrance to his house is after all. Rushed to hug Adam and kissed. Eve followed Adam, meeting her parents in the basement. Then, together they sold those shares. Having money, they bought a piece of land, built a house just like their old house. Adam even gave the bar back to the person who used to help him, as a gift. Adam's parents were then picked up to the ground. He told his father that there was no nuclear war that year. But where does this matter? Their family lives happily, and happily is the most important thing.
Hope all the stories I tell make you enjoy. Like and share for more. Thanks for watching.